Hey guys, thanks for clicking through. Just going to go through a bit of a content about pricing structures for PTs. So first of all, just go through a bit of an overview about who I am. I've been a PT for almost 7 years now. I've been working with other PTs. I've had subcontractors. I've been the campus director for AIPT in Brisbane here, and then I've also been a regional PT manager for an international gym chain as well. So I've got worlds of experience working with PTs in my own business and helping mentoring other PTs as well. And there's a couple of common trends that I find with a lot of people in regards to their pricing structure, which we're going to go through today, and how to be able to fix that and some strategies to be able to increase that to be more in line with a profitable business, both short and long term within the fitness industry. So the majority of people come into the fitness industry with unrealistic expectations of earning potential and lead generation strategies. So we just need to kind of set that straight and make sure that the people who are coming into the fitness industry stay there for a long period of time, which is what I'm passionate about. I'm passionate about increasing the length of time that people spend in the fitness industry as a trainer, and that requires upskilling those people and actually teaching them more about business to be able to make sure that they understand what they need to do to be able to have a sustainable business, both short and long term, and have it profitable as well, so that they're earning more money over a period of time, rather than just being stagnant and earning very limited amounts of money for the amount of time and effort that they have to put in, even though that their skills are increasing over a period of time. So first of all, we need to talk about the couple of factors that need to be taken into account when we're actually deciding a pricing structure, and which is actually relevant and which are a little bit less relevant. So one of the biggest things that I find with personal trainers is they will, the number one thing that they take into account when working out their pricing structure is the market around them. If they're working at a fitness first, they compare to every other single trainer what they charge in that gym and base their pricing structure based on that. If they're just coming into the industry, then they just go lower. It's as simple as that. They don't think about it. They're like, well, if he's charging $100 an hour, I need to charge 90 or 80 or 70 so that I can actually get clients. Now, this all works perfectly well to start off with. However, then they get into what this creates is a system where everyone who comes into the industry keeps charging lower and lower and lower and lower, and the perceived value of the services that we're offering actually decreases over a period of time, and then we get all of those people who've been in the industry for a long period of time start leaving the fitness industry because they can't compete with these lower prices. However, a business that is set up based on competing on price never works in the long term. They always go out of business either sooner or later. So we need to make sure that our business is set up so that we're not actually competing on price. We're providing the best service that we can for the price that we're charging. However, the market is one of the last things that we need to take into account. And what I recommend with the trainers that I work with is we want to make sure that you're actually at the top level in the market that you're in, so that you're actually the expert, the go-to person in that area, so people go to you for the result that they're looking for, because they go to that shitty trainer to start off with, they pay very little money, and they get very little results from that. We need to take into account the potential results that people are going to get for the money that they're actually going to invest. If we talk about a couple of different services, so if we're talking about someone who pays, say, $20 a week for their boot camp, whatever it is, this very low cost product that people can use within the fitness industry, chances are they're not going to take that very seriously. $20, that's like a cocktail out on the weekends. It's easy just to throw that away. No one cares about that. If someone's spending $200-300 of their income on a product that's exercise-based, that's working towards their health and fitness goals, they're going to take that a lot more seriously than, say, if they were just investing $20. So this actually needs to be taken into account. If we start undercharging people and giving people, say, discounts, then they're not going to take that service as seriously as they would if they had to invest the entire amount of money. So if you start decreasing your prices, you're actually doing your clients a disservice by giving them a discount or giving them something, a low investment product to be able to help them achieve their goals. The investment that they invest is part of the price that they need to pay to achieve their results. So if they're looking at dropping 10 kilos, they need to work on nutrition, training. They need to invest the time to be able to do that. They need to change their habits. They need to invest money to be able to change those habits as well. So changing from certain foods to other foods. This is all part of the price that they need to pay. If they don't pay that price, then they're not going to get that result. if they pay a bigger price and achieve that result, then they're going to become much stronger long term, and they're going to be less likely to go back to old ways, go back to old habits. So if you charge them, say, $20 or something a week for a service that they're trying to achieve their results, they don't take that seriously. They're not going to listen to the nutrition advice that you necessarily have. If they paid $200 for that same advice, they would take that much more seriously, because the amount of time that it has taken them to earn that money and the amount of time it's taken them to actually achieve that result is much more. So they take it more seriously because they've had to work for it. If they don't work for it, if it's just handed to them, then they don't take it seriously, and then they get into a bad cycle with their diet, exercise, and the relationship with those things as well. So the first thing that we need to take into account is how much money we're spending, how much money they are spending, to achieve their goals. And lower is worse for them. So if you're charging a lower amount of money, you're actually doing your clients, as I said, a disservice, because you're basically cutting their legs from under them for their potential to be able to maintain that result long term. If they invest a lot of money, if they invest $10,000 to go away on this retreat or something to be able to change their habits and change their exercise, lifestyle, everything about their life, they're going to take that seriously because they've had to invest all of this money to be able to get to that point, to be able to change those habits. So that's going to be something that can potentially change them both short and long term. If they only spend like $100 on like a course on the weekend to be able to do something, they're not going to take that seriously, unfortunately, because we value our money and our time for that as well. So that's probably the biggest thing that we find with people when they're setting up their pricing structure. They think lower is better. Lower is much worse for the client because they don't invest anything in it and they don't take it seriously. So if we look at a graph here like this, this is kind of how it works. As your price increases, so does the quality of the client. So if you look at this red line here, then as your price increases, so does the quality of the client. And the quality of the results, the more chance about them actually getting results. So if we increase our prices, what's going to happen is our clients are going to get better results from that because they're going to take it much more seriously. If we're looking at this blue section here, this is just what the market is. This is completely different for your gym, your area, whatever it is, it's completely different. So you just need to take that into account. But we don't want to make sure that we're not trying to be the bottom. If we're the bottom, then we're competing on price and we're a commodity and you just get traded. We don't want that. We want to have people who are actually committed to the services that we offer because we get them the results and we get them feeling how they actually want to feel. So, best case scenario, what we want to do is over a period of time is we increase our prices to an area where we're more at the top of end of the market, and we create a system around that so that once we've increased our prices, we get better clients. So the quality of those people, the seriousness that they have around their training actually increases. If we're down here, what we'll find is we'll have a lot of people that actually come in and have a chat with us during our session. They're not necessarily committed to achieving their goals. They're there for the social aspect. Hey, yeah, it's a cool thing to do to have a PT, so I'm going to have a personal trainer. They don't take it seriously. They come in because it's easy to throw away, say, $20 any week. Some people it could be $100. Some people it could be like the high price point package. They can still throw that money away and it means nothing to them. We just need to make sure that over a period of time that we're increasing our prices so that the quality of person that we're actually working with increases over that period of time as well. What will happen then is if we're working with people who are more serious about their training, people who are willing to invest more in their training, then what's going to happen is they're going to refer the same kind of people to us and our business is going to continue to grow in that manner. What will also happen is the quality of because the quality of our clients is actually increasing, then our commitments to being able to help those people and inspire other people to be able to do that is actually going to increase over a period of time as well. Because if we're lifting our standard up within the fitness industry with the people that we're working with because we're increasing our prices over a period of time, even though the people are still going to be coming in at this cheaper rate, then what's going to happen is we're going to become more motivated to help those people anyway. If you're charging $50 for an hour or something like that, that's not going to be necessarily motivating for you to be able to turn up and be on your game every single time. You change that to $50, so say $50 for an hour to compare to $50 for half an hour, what's going to happen is you're going to turn up to that session on the ball because you need to be there. You need to keep that client happy. The amount of money that they're investing in that, you need to be on the board to be able to make sure that they get those results. So you're going to take that much more seriously So that's something that needs to be taken into account as well. The other thing that needs to be taken into account here is, as the price increases, our potential to be able to get leads that will fit into that market is going to change. So over a period of time, if we think about this, anything below the red line is the potential market. So if you're at the bottom of the market, you've got the potential basically for all of that. If instead we have a higher price point, then our potential market is only above that line. So it can be from here up. So our potential leads that we can actually source is going to change over a period of time. So we need to make sure that we're actually targeting those people. Now, if you're looking at being successful in the fitness industry, both short and long term, you need to have a target market that you're actually working with. You need to have a perfect client set up in your mind on paper, what that actually perfect client is, how old they are, how much money they earn, how much can they afford to invest in their health and fitness, what goals are they looking to achieve. You need to set up this perfect person, give them a name, work out exactly what they want to achieve, their potential to be your client, and then you target those people. If you target those people, what's going to happen is you're going to have all of those people coming to you rather than just having leads that aren't necessarily going to be specific to your business and what you're looking to achieve and help people with. If you're a comp prep coach, then you're targeting people who want to compete. If you're just a weight loss coach, then you're looking for people who are looking to lose weight. These are going to be two completely different markets. Losing weight, yes, some people who are competing are going to want to lose some weight. However, they're not going to be your average client. They're not going to be going to the extremes that you would in comp prep. So these are two completely different people. So you need to work out what your focus is going to be and then target those people. Create marketing to be able to make sure that you actually get those people coming to you. Now, if we're talking about other factors that people take into account when working out what that pricing structure is, there's skill as a trainer is another one. And this is one where they normally compare it to the market. So, this person's been in the industry for 10 years. They've done more upskilling than me. So they can charge $100 an hour, $100 for half an hour, but I can only charge $100 for an hour. This is only one factor, and it's probably one of the most overrated factors that we talk about when comparing to the market. What we want to take into account is, do our clients actually like us, and how many leads can we actually get into our business? So what will happen is, love it or hate it, Instagram has made a big change in the fitness industry in terms of how people can actually get leads and the potential for training people online. So if we look at Instagram as an example, if someone's got 100,000 followers, that means they've got 100,000 potential leads that could want their service that they offer in terms of an online program. If you have 100 followers, then your potential to be able to convert those people into paying clients is decreased. So your ability to be able to target the upper part of the market is decreased. So if you've only got 100 people, and that's probably like this top 10% that we're looking at, top 10% of 100, that's 10 people that you could target. 100,000, that's 1,000 people. So you've got 1,000 people that you could target for your upper price product. So one of the biggest factors in terms of increasing your prices is going to be your lead generation strategies. Now, when most people come into the fitness industry, they expect that they're going to get all of these leads come to them when that's not necessarily the case. They expect that the gym's going to give them all of these leads, they're going to convert all of these people into paying clients. That's not how it works. What will happen is, yes, you will get an influx of leads when you start in the fitness industry. Your friends and family may train with you. You get leads from the gym that you can convert into paying clients. However, the majority of these people aren't going to be full paying clients. So what we need to do is make sure that we've got strategies in place to get more of those people coming to us, because eventually what happens is, if you're working in a big box gym, they're going to give the leads to someone else that comes on into that gym. So you need to develop strategies that you have a constant stream of leads coming into your business, so that when you have one lead come in, you don't need to convert that lead into a paying client. If you've only got one lead coming in per week and you're struggling to pay rent already, what's your potential to be able to grow your business? There is very limited potential, so you have to convert that person. If you're having to convert that person, that's going to come across in your sales. You're going to be like, okay, you don't want to do it? Okay, I'll do it for $10 cheaper, and you keep dropping your price to be able to compete with other people because they've seen it cheaper. Then we get into that commodity-based thing, and that's not what we want for a long-term sustainable business. We want to make sure that we have systems in place so that we can actually have all of these people that are our target market coming to us, so that we don't have to convert every single one of them. Sales is a numbers game. If we have, say, 10 leads and we've got a 50% conversion rate, that means out of those 10, we'll get 5 clients coming on. If you don't know what your conversion rate is, then you're not good at sales. It's as simple as that. Majority of PTs that I'll talk to will say, I'll ask them, are you good at sales? Yep, good at sales, can convert heaps of people. What's your closing rate? If you don't know your closing rate, you're not good at sales, because then you're not actually taking quantifiable data based on what you're actually doing and the results that you're getting from that. If you can't have that objective view of what you're actually doing in terms of the sales process, there's no way you can improve it. You think it's good, however, it can definitely be improved if you start taking that data from what's working and what's not working. What's the best lead source for you? What's the worst lead source for you? Where should you be concentrating your time? How long does it take to convert that person into a full paying client? These are all factors that you need to take into account when you're working out sales procedures or tracking your sales within your business. And this isn't a sales talk. This is just like an overview of what you need to think about when you're doing sales. You need to make sure that you've actually got enough leads coming in, because if you know what your closing rate is, then you know that out of every 10 people that you sit in front of, 5 of those people are going to become full paying clients. So if you take that into account and you have 1 lead come in, that's half a potential client. And if you are losing clients at a higher rate than you're gaining them, then your business is decreasing over a period of time. And what will happen is, any business that is out there, there's going to be a natural rate of attrition. There's going to be some drop off no matter what. There's going to be people that are going to move, people are going to die. Everything changes over a period of time. So if you don't have strategies to be able to increase the potential clients or the leads for your business, then you're never going to grow your business and have a sustainable business. A sustainable business is a business that has leads continuously coming into them, seeking out their services, rather than you necessarily having to walk the floor and things like that. If you have people coming to you, it saves a lot of time in getting clients in and actually getting them to pay money. Because that's basically, a business is just something that actually brings in money, and you need to be able to have like a sales process in there to be able to make sure you're converting those people so that you can actually earn money for the services that you're offering, because you're not giving them something tangible, you're giving them a service amount of time. So one of the other key things that we need to take into account is your likability as a trainer. And this is probably one of the most underrated things. If you have like a very outgoing personality, you're more likely to be able to work with outgoing people as well. If you have a very closed, quiet personality, then you're going to be more likely to work with those people. If you can work with all of those different personalities, then you're going to be more valuable within the fitness industry. If you can work with people who are really bubbly and really analytical at the same time, then you're going to be much more valuable within the fitness industry. So if you work on that, which is just another skill that you can work on to be able to work with all those different types of people, what we want to do is make sure that we can work with the most number of people that are specific to our target market, remembering that. The most number of those people as possible, regardless of their personality type, because there's going to be different types. There's going to be people who are going to be attracted to us. However, the majority of those people are going to be attracted to us. Other people will still want to work with us because we can work with multiple personality types. And this can be something that we can use to be able to increase our prices as well. The other factor, because people only do business with people they know, like, and trust. That's what it comes down to. If they like you, then they're going to do business with you. If they don't like you, they won't do business with you. It's as simple as that. So one of the biggest things is we talk about, that we go through, and went through at the start, is perception of value. So if we have one pen that's, say, we'll talk in PT terms, so one pen that is, say, $50, one pen that is $100, and these are like comparing this to two PT sessions. $100, $50. If someone spends $100 on something, they're more likely to be able to take that a lot more seriously than if they spent $50. If they throw $50 away, that's a couple of drinks on the weekend, that doesn't matter. If they've invested $100 in achieving that service, then they're going to take it a lot more seriously, and they're going to get better results, and that's going to have that flow-on effect where when we get referrals from those people, or we having that system for referrals is a good start as well. When we get those referrals come through, they're going to be similar people as well. They're going to be serious about achieving their results. They're going to want to invest in their health and fitness rather than just spending the minimum amount that they come in. Are those people harder to find? Yes. That's why we need to develop strategies to be able to target those people rather than just whoever wants to come to us at that particular point in time. If we don't have those strategies set up in place to be able to make sure that we've actually got all of those people that we're looking to target coming to us regularly, then we're just playing it, basically just gambling. When we're lucky enough to get a lead that's ready to come to us to be able to start training, then we train that person. We need to set your business up for success so that you have constant stream of leads coming to you so that you're confident in charging that higher price point, so that when you're working in this top area here, you're okay to be charging that extra money because you've got that constant stream of leads. You don't need to convert that one person on that high price point package. You don't need to drop your prices to be able to get a single client in to be able to pay your bills. You've got enough clients coming to you. That's what it starts with. Once you've got those strategies in place, those systems, then you can start to increase your prices. If you're just increasing your prices just because you've got no leads and you need to earn more money, then it's not going to work for you. You're going to lose some clients and you're not going to be able to convert those people in. Now, talking about increasing your prices for your current members, clients, whatever you want to call them, what's going to happen is if people haven't been achieving their results, this is an opportunity for you to be able to increase the amount of money that they're paying. If they're paying, say, $100 a week for one session to be able to train with you, this is your potential to be able to upsell them, to get them more invested in their health and fitness. You can have a conversation that goes along these lines. So you've been investing $100 in your health and fitness. You haven't necessarily achieved your goals. We need to up the ante a little bit to be able to make sure that it's more important to you than it has been currently. You've been investing this amount of time for this amount of money to be able to achieve your results. You haven't taken it as seriously as you thought you would originally. So we need to up the ante and push it even harder so that you can actually work to achieve those results. If you're paying an extra $20 per session, would that make a difference to you? Would it be the end of the world? Would you literally go bankrupt if you paid an extra $20 for your health and fitness goal? Most likely they're going to say no. And if they do say yes, then you can most likely have a chat with them about reinvesting some other money that they're spending elsewhere, because the majority of people are wasting some money on something. So if you were to invest an extra $20 in your health and fitness, that would be financially stressful for you. Yeah, okay, good, perfect. So we need to find a way for you to be able to do that, so that way you're going to take this much more seriously, because it's putting more stress on you to financially afford it. So you're going to take it more seriously, because otherwise you're just throwing money away. Now, I don't want you to throw your money away. I want you to get results. So I want you to invest more in your health and fitness to be able to get the results that you're looking for. If we can get you to invest more money, then that's going to be a bigger stress, and it's going to be a bigger driver for you to actually do what I say seriously. Do the work, do the nutrition, do whatever it takes to be able to get those results, because you're investing more in it. If you invest more in something, you get a bigger return from it. So we need to make sure that you understand that. If you're going to invest more, you're going to get a bigger return. If you want a bigger return, you want bigger results, then you need to invest more. If you're just going to start investing less and less and less, then your return is going to get less and less and less, because you're going to take it less seriously. If you go from doing, say, one-on-one PT to a $20 boot camp, you're not going to take it as seriously, and you're not going to get the results that you're actually looking for. So if you're serious about getting your results, what we need to do is we need to get you to invest more to get a bigger return. And if we talk to a client like this, then we're talking in terms of what they want to be able to get the result that they're looking for. So these are just some strategies that we need to take into account when setting up our pricing structure. This is just talking about one-on-one PT. This is very basic, but it just gives you that mind shift change, so that you understand what you need to take into account in which order when setting up your pricing structure. The market is the last thing that you need to take into account, and if anything, you should be making sure that you're at the top end of the market rather than the bottom end. Because if you're the bottom end, then you're a commodity and you can just get traded out, and it's not going to be profitable for you, and you're going to leave the fitness industry. It's as simple as that. If you're constantly at the bottom down here, all the time, what's going to happen is eventually you're just going to drop out of the fitness industry, and that's not what we want. We want to have trainers that are in the fitness industry getting paid appropriate amounts of money for the service that they're offering, to being able to help as many people as possible. If we can keep those people who are in the fitness industry, who have the skills already in the fitness industry, that's going to be much better than trying to increase the training that the people coming into the industry have to change. Yes, we need to change that as well. However, the short-term fix also needs to be that we need to keep the trainers that are highly skilled, have experience in the industry, rather than changing out and having people go from coming into the industry, out of the industry in a very short period of time. We need to work on getting those trainers with the good experience, good knowledge, good people skills, earning more money so that they stay in the fitness industry. This is what I'm passionate about. This is what I'm trying to change within the fitness industry. So I'm just putting all this content out to be able to help people. This is just a bit about what I've kind of been going through with my private mentoring clients that I've been working with to be able to help improve the fitness industry. Now I need to start sharing a little bit more of that to be able to help even more people to be able to change the fitness industry. Yes, it's good to be able to help those people. However, I need to start putting out more content from everything that I've learned. So I've spent tens of thousands of dollars upskilling myself in sales, business skills, everything like that. The physical side of things as well. Upskilling my own skills to be able to be a better trainer and actually inspire my clients even more. So that's what I'm passionate about. Just increasing that level within the fitness industry and helping as many people as possible. Yeah, I can help people with putting out free content like this, but it's exactly the same kind of situation. If someone invests money to be able to learn more, then they're going to take it more seriously. By putting this out, yes, I'm going to help maybe one person learn more and upskill and apply it. However, if people have actually invested money to be able to learn this, they're going to take it a lot more seriously and they're going to implement it a lot more. That's why I've started working with private mentoring clients to be able to get them up to the next level within the fitness industry and become an elite coach. And that's what my passion is, trying to get as many people up there as possible. I'm going to be putting out a lot more free content going forward to be able to help people. But those people who are looking at actually seriously implementing it, having positive impact in the fitness industry and improving their business and taking it to the next level, then give us a yell and I'll be more than willing to have a quick chat with you about it. Thanks for watching, guys. If you have any questions, just hit me up in the comments. Lots more content to come.